Hello everyone, it's Professor Sadiq Noor and today I'm gonna demonstrate and show you how to complete Microsoft Excel Chapter 1 ML2 Sales 1.4 assignment for PC and Mac. So let's start. As you see, I'm in my IT, MyLab IT, and under the assignments, and I will scroll all the way down until I see the assignment Excel 01 ML2 Sales 1.4. So click on it so that we can download the starting files. So here we have to download the starting materials, and then box number 3 is where you have to upload your completed assignment. So click on download. So in this case, we have the picture to show you what the output expectation of the workbook should be. And then this is the instruction, Microsoft Word, and then this is the Excel file that we need to complete. So I will download all the 3 files at once. Now close it. I will close the download. I will minimize MyLab, and then I need my flashlight here, so give me a few seconds. So I will also attach the files that I use for this exercise, for this demonstration. If somebody wants to follow the step with me, you can download the Excel file and instruction. So this is for one of my subscriber requested me to complete this assignment. So I'm gonna be completing it for my lovely subscribers. And please be sure to subscribe to this channel so I can grow more and then I can create more productive videos for you guys. So let's get to the yellow folder and then let's go to the download, and the 3 files are here. So what I was telling you, that one of it is just a picture, see, is to show you what the output expectation should be. All right. So obviously you have the instruction and you have the Excel file. So let's double click the instruction to open in Microsoft Word, enable editing. I will zoom it. Now I will minimize it. I will open Microsoft Excel file, the cells. I will enable the editing, and then I will zoom it. Perfect. So let's start the reading. The first step is just to open the Excel file, which we already did. So the owner of the house, 640 North Oak Drive, took their house off the market. So you want to delete that row since it did not sell. So in the April worksheet, we need to delete row 10. So row 10, move your cursor to the row. So you know Microsoft file is a workbook. The workbook consists of worksheets. This is worksheets, right? So in this worksheet, in this workbook, we have 2 worksheets, right? You can add as many you want by clicking the plus sign. Now we need to delete row number 10. So select row 10 and then right click on 10 and then delete. Perfect, right? Because that house was not sold. Now the listings are organized by date listed. So the 973 is Mulberry list needs to be moved up in the list. So we need to cut the row 13 containing 973, and then we have to insert and cut sale on row 10. Existing should move down. So we have to go here. First, what I will do is we will insert a new row. So right click, insert, right? Now we will go to 973. Is that the one we need? 973S Mulberry line, right? So what we need is we're gonna cut it. So right click on 14 and then cut and then go to 10, right? And then right click and paste. Perfect. So just we moved it because of the date. Let's get to the next instruction. Now, step number 4. You want to assign the property ID to each listing. The code will have the year 2024 with the sequential number. So we need to type 2024-001 for the property ID. That's 001. Now we want to populate, right? So go back to F5 and double click the fill handle. You can hold it and you can hold the left key and you can copy all until A13. You can fill it down with the fill handle, or you can just double click the square box, right? So we're done with that. Step number 5, read the estate agent study the number of houses are on the market. In some cases, the longer the house is on the market, it might indicate the asking price is too high. So we need to enter a formula in C5, right? In C5. So in C5, we need to calculate the number of days the first house was sold on the market by subtracting the date listed from the date sold. All right. So, and then we have to copy. So we're gonna start the formula always with equal. We're gonna say D. We're gonna say we have to put the formula actually. So the formula involved is we're gonna point mode, so you can point to the cell, right? So we're gonna say equal. We're gonna say for minus listing price. So I did it wrong. It should be equal the listing price minus the sold price, right? So the days on market. Let me read again the instruction. Enter the formula and see if I calculate the number of days. The number of days. Okay. So obviously the formula will be equal D5, the date listed, minus the date sold, right? And then press the enter key. So we have 91. So obviously we have to do, we want to say equal the date sold minus the date listed. Perfect. 91 days on the market for the first property. So we had to minus the date sold minus the date listed. Now fill it, or you can just double click it. All right. Now let's go and let's read the next section. So this one is done. Number 6, monetary values look better when they are formatted to display the dollar sign, because all monetary values are whole number. You will decrease the decimal point to avoid the column where all data ends in zero. So format the list price and the sold price in the range 5 F5 all the way to G13 with accounting number with 0 decimal. So select F5 all the way to G13, right? Go to the home, go to the number group, and then you're gonna go here, and then you could say accounting, or I can just click the dollar amount. Now we don't need the decimal place. So go back to the number group, and this guy here increase and this one decrease. So click on the decrease twice. 1, 2. Perfect. You see you have the dollar amount with the value. Now let's go and read. Number 7. To analyze the real estate market, it's helpful to calculate the selling price as a percentage of the list price. So the first house was listed for 350,000, but it sold only for 335,000. Therefore, the sale percentage of the is 95.71%. So we need to enter the formula in H5 to calculate the series, the sales price percentage of for the first house by dividing the sold price by the list price, right? So let's do that. Go to H5, start the file with equal G5 divided by F5. All right, press the enter key. Now let's read. They said we need to copy the formula to the range. So you can hold the left key and fill it all the way down, or you can just double click the square box to fill the rest of the cell. Now, the next step here, to calculate the percent needs to be formatted with the percentage symbol rather than displaying the value as a raw numbers. So we need to format the value in the range H5 all the way to H15 with percentage with 2 decimal places. So it's already been highlighted. Go to the home tab, go to the number group, and then click on percentage, and then we have to increase with 2 decimal place. Perfect. Let's go back. We're done with the step number 8. Step number 9. Currently, the label on row 4 currently the label on row 4 are hard to read. You will you will wrap the heading with each cell to improve readability. Centered horizontally and wrap the heading in range A all the way to 4, H4. So let's select A4 all the way to H4, and then we can wrap the text under the alignment group, wrap, click on it, and then we need horizontally to be in the center. Perfect. Let's read the instruction. Number 10. For better sequencing of columns, you want to display the days on market column after the two column containing the date. So insert a new column between the date sold and list price column. Move the days on the market data to a new blank cell by column F, right? Moving the range to C4 all the way to C13 to C and delete the column C. So let's see actually what we need to do here. Obviously, we need to click the C column, and then we have to do right click and insert a new column. All right. And then what we need to do actually, let's undo it. So obviously we need to put here control right click the E column and insert. Obviously I need that here. Right click the F column and insert. Perfect. So we need to copy this, which is C4 all the way to C13. Cut and go to F and F4 and paste. Perfect. And then we don't need the column C. Select the column C, right click and delete. Perfect. All right. Let's go and read. You notice that the list contains a wrong date that needs to be corrected. Edit the date sold of the 41 Chalshed Circle house to be 422. So look for 41, that's the chestnut. And then they said the date is wrong. Edit the date sold 422. Date sold, double click and just change to 22. So let's go back for edit the date sold of the 41 Chestnut Circle house to be 422 2024. 422, perfect. Let's move down. Step number 12. Increase the height of the row of the data and center the data vertically between the top and the bottom cell margin will make it easier for other agents to review the data. So select the property row 5 all the way to 13, and we have to set the row height. So first 5 all the way to hold the shift key. All right. Row 5 all the way to 13. Set the height, the row height to 25. So we can go to the home tab, cell group, format, row height 25. Click OK. Perfect. And apply the middle align. Let me select again. With the shift, you can select the row 13. Now we need alignment middle. Perfect. And displaying the border that helps separate the property listing. Apply all border style to the range A4 all the way to H13. So select A4 all the way to H13. Go to the home tab, the font, go to the border, and we are looking for all all borders. So let's go back, and it has to be all borders. 14 step. You want to improve the alignment of the number of days on market below the column label. So align the right, apply the align right and increase the indent 2 times on the day on the market formula and result in the range E5 all the way to E13. So select E5 all the way to E13. All right. So we're gonna align it, go to the alignment here, align right, and then we're gonna increase or decrease, let's see, increase the indent to, it has to be in the middle. So let's align it in the, let's align in the left, in the right. Then we need, actually if you do left, it's gonna work. So because if it's this, then if it's in the left, so click on alignment, increase 1, 2. It has to be like in the middle. Now you will, step number 15, you will notice some misspelled words in the workstation, worksheet. Use Excel to check the spelling. So just I will move and click the A1. I will go to review tab. The first group is spelling, which is the proving group. Click on spelling and then change property. Spelling is wrong. Change. There is no more error. You are good to go. Click OK. Let's go back. So step 15 is done. You don't need the data on the property sheet, but do you want to copy the April worksheet to create a template for May, right? So we need to delete the property sheet and then we have to insert a new sheet and we have to call it May. Make sure that the May sheet is in the second, right? So first we will do right click on the property. The properties we have to delete it. So right click on it and then delete from the shortcut. Delete. Now click the insert to insert a new sheet. Click. Double click the sheet. Want to change the name from sheet 1 to May. Right? And press the enter key. So we're done with this. You must copy the original data to the new sheet so that you can modify the duplicated data. So we have used the select all feature to select all the data on the April worksheet and copy it to May worksheet. Use the paste option to keep the source column width. So go back to the April worksheet and then what we will do is we will, you see here the triangle, that means select all. And then we're gonna go back to the home tab. We will say copy and then we're gonna go to May. We are in A1 and then we will go to the paste and the black down arrow for more option and look for keep source column width. That's what you need. So click on it. All right. Now I can increase the size. Perfect. Number 18. After copying the data from the April worksheet to May worksheet, you want to prepare the May worksheet for data. In cell A2, change April to May. As you see in A2, double click and change, highlight April and change it to May. And press the enter key. Now select the range A5 all the way to D3 and F and clear the content, but keep the formatting. So A5, be sure that you are in the May worksheet. Highlight all the way to D13, hold the control key, select F5 all the way to F13, F5 all the way to G13. I will hold the control, so let me do it again. Highlight A5 all the way to D13, then hold the control key, F5 all the way to G13. And then go back to the home, go to the editing, clear, and then clear content. All right. Now we need to type 1 in F5 and in G51. All right. Copy the value to the range F6 all the way to G13. So highlight and double click on the fill handle. All right. Perfect. 19. The property listed data set is small. To improve the readability on the printed copy for the other real estate agent, you will increase the scaling, right? Select both the worksheet and apply 120 scaling. So we will go to select both sheets. So click April, then hold the control key and select May. When you see both of them in white, or you will see them here that says grouped. See here, it says grouped. Notice that it's gonna say grouped. Okay, you will see the keyword group. Now we have to go to page layout, and then we have to go to the scales. You see the scale here? Under the scale to fit, we have to make it 120. 120. Scaling, select both versus scale 120, right? You want to apply the page setup option to both sheets so that you need to group the sheet. So the sheet is already been grouped. While both worksheet is being grouped, select the landscape. So we need to change is to go back to the page layout, orientation, landscape. Perfect. Center the page horizontally and vertically between the margins. So let's go to the margin. Under the page layout tab, click on custom and then select horizontally and vertically center on the page. Let's see. Center the page horizontally and vertically between the margins. And then with the both worksheet still selected, insert the footer with the text exploring series on the left side. So we need to have a footer, insert a footer. So here we're gonna say, okay. Now both sheets are still been selected. Insert, go to the group that said text on the ribbon, select headers and footer. Now you are in the header. You see the header? So we don't want header, we need footer. So under the headers and footer contextual tab, you will see navigation, then you need to click go to footer. Now we are in the bottom of the sheet. So the left, we have to say exploring series. Exploring series on the left side, the sheet name code in the center. So we need the sheet name in the middle. So you see here it says headers and footer element. So you need the sheet name. And then the right one will be the file name on the right side. Right side, the file name is here. So click on it. Now we have to go out of the footer, right? So scroll a little bit up, click any cell above, and then go to view, and then normal, view tab, normal to go back to get out of the page, layout view to normal. Now everything is done. Now we need to close, and if you want to remove, you will do the grouping. Right click and group the sheets. So now they are all individual, right? All are individual. So, and you see the scaling is 120%, 120. So let's close it, save the changes, close the Microsoft Word, the instruction, and let's upload the file to see the grade. So the browser, I will go back to the assignments, and then I will go until I see the Excel chapter 1 ML2-Sales 1.4. Click on it. This time we have to go to the last box, upload the file and submit for grading. Click on it. Then go to the download, select your Excel file, open, upload. Waiting for the grades. Kudos, your file has been submitted for grading. Continue. Let's go up. So we have 95. Let's review and see where the problem is. So the problem was the alignment. You want to improve the alignment of the number of days on the market below the column label. Align the right and increase the indent 2 times on the day on the market, right? So let's go back. Let's open Excel. So the problem is there is here. So let's move it to the right. So let's do it again. So align to the right, and then you have to do align first to the right, and then you have to increase the indent twice until it moves to the middle. Close it, save the changes. Let's do it again. Assignment. Go down until you see your assignment, the cells. Click on it. Be sure your pop-up is on. Upload. Select the file which is under the download in my case. And then open. Upload. Kudos, your file has been submitted. Let's check. So the only problem was that it looks like I didn't align it to the right first, and then I have to double click the increase indent twice. So that is gonna move to the middle, right? So as you see, I have 100%. My grade is here, right? So if we go to the review, I shouldn't have any problem now. All without being having red. Okay. And as you see, the points are 100 points I received. So with that, I hope that you have learned the steps how to complete Microsoft Excel assignment regarding chapter number 1, ML2-Sales 1.4. So you need to practice. Be sure to follow the steps with me as I will upload the required file and instruction under the description of the video. Be sure to share the video with your loved ones and be sure to subscribe to my channel so I can have more subscribers, and also that will encourage me to create more productive videos for you. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.